Hi there, we're going to be talking about cleaning up your gadgets for the summer. My name's Steve. This is TQA Weekly. Summer's on its way, and a lot of you have been stuck indoors. That means you, everyone you're living with, your pets, have been creating more and more dust than usual. And this is being picked up by your computers, your laptops, your consoles, and everything else that you will need to have fun during the quarantine. Because believe me, if everybody starts leaving now, people will get sick and we'll be stuck back in our houses again. Look up the last influenza pandemic that forced basically entire cities to shut down. Now, here's the thing. When you clean your gadgets, like your consoles and stuff, they will dissipate heat more efficiently and effectively, meaning that they will last longer. They won't thermally turn off. The same applies to your computers and your laptops. The cooler they are, the more responsive they're going to be for a longer amount of time. The first thing we should focus on, though, are the air vents and grills. Basically, anywhere air goes in or out of a console, laptop, or a computer. My suggestion is to use a PC cleaning vacuum. A vacuum designed to clean computers. But if you do not have access to this, use your own vacuum on the lowest setting. If you have access to a separate brush, use that instead of the brush accessory available for your vacuum, as this is less likely to cause static discharge, and it will also allow you to have more control, meaning that you will be much closer to an auto detailer than you previously were. This will allow you to remove dust that has been lodged in many of the vents and grills, as well as any dust that has been stuck there due to nicotine and vape liquid product abuse. Second, clean the surfaces of each of the fan blades if they are accessible. Don't open things that are not meant to be open. Be careful not to break any of the fan blades either. A broken fan blade is a big problem. And depending on which fans you break, it may or may not be replaceable. At least not anytime soon. Also, clean fan blades. Spin faster with less power required from the motor. So of course, this will allow for the motor to last longer, as well as pushing more cubic feet per minute of airflow. Third, clean the outside of the box. I know it seems aesthetic, but guess what? The less dust there is on the outside of your computers, laptops, and consoles, the easier it is for it to dissipate heat, meaning that it will stay cooler longer. Obviously, some of these things are harder to do or impossible to do, so do what you can. Especially in the cases of laptops and consoles. They're not necessarily user accessible. So whenever you can, do it. If you can't, you've done your best. Now, other tips I have for you are to place consoles and laptops on hard surfaces. This allows for more effective airflow. Putting your laptop on the bed, especially in the summertime, is a little psychotic. So please put it on something hard. Don't put it on your lap because you're just going to burn yourself in many cases. And of course, avoid placing computers and consoles in areas or in furniture that is extremely restrictive for airflow. When you restrict airflow, you're basically causing the same problem as dust. So leave it in more open, airy places. Also, avoid placing multiple devices one on top of the other, as the devices underneath will heat up the devices above them. This is especially true for consoles. In the cases of your computer and some laptops, if you're experiencing more thermal issues, consider cleaning off the old thermal paste and replacing it with fresh thermal paste. That might actually solve a few degrees of temperature. And of course, if you can, keep your home as cool as possible. Because the cooler the ambient air is, the cooler each of your devices will be. Like this episode if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those who think can benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or go to my website, tqaweekly.com, where you can see show notes on this episode, past others, find other ways of subscribing, and of course, emailing me directly using the contact form. And if you want to watch me play video games, go to twitch.tv/zaxis1981, where I play every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening. Thank you for watching, and good night.